Good morning, students. This week we will do the revision of the Chapter 7, Democracy and Us. This will help you in understanding the chapter and clearing your concepts. In India, we have democratic form of government, which means that the people of India vote and elect their representatives who take decision on their behalf, like the elections to the Lok Sabha were held in 2019. Students, this is an image of 2019 elections. You can see in the picture, the people are waiting for their turn to vote. The government which the people elect makes the laws. There are three organs of the government: legislature, that organ of the government which makes laws; executive, it implements the laws; judiciary, it interprets the laws. As India is a vast country, it is divided into a number of states and union territories. The Constitution of India provides for a division of power between the union or the center and the states. So, there are three lists provided in the Constitution. Union list. It contains subjects over which a central government can only make laws. State list. Some subjects are there for which a state government can make laws. Concurrent list. Although both the center and the state can make laws on the subjects contained in the list, if there is any conflict, it is the law of the center which ultimately prevails. So, India has a federal structure where there is government at the center and in the states, and they make laws over the subjects mentioned in their list. In India, the parliament is called as Sansad, and it is the law-making body at the central level. There are two houses of parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Students, this is an image of the Indian Parliament. In this image, you can see the proceedings going on in the Lok Sabha. At the state level, we have Vidhan Sabha or the State Legislative Assembly. Only some states have a second house called as Vidhan Parishad or the Legislative Council. This is an image of Punjab Vidhan Sabha. Apart from making the laws, the parliament controls the executive. It means that the members of parliament have the right to ask questions to the ministers. The union executive consists of the president, the vice president, the prime minister, and the council of ministers. The state executive consists of the governor, the chief minister, and his council of ministers. This is an image of the President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind. This image is of Vice President of India, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu. As you all know, this is an image of Shri Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India. Finally, we will discuss about the judiciary. In India, we have a single integrated judicial system. The Supreme Court is at the top. Below it are the High Court in the states. And each district has a district court. The cases are generally brought up in the district court, and appeal against its decision can be made in the High Court and then the Supreme Court. Some cases can be directly taken up in the Supreme Court. This is an image of Punjab and Haryana High Court. This is an image of the District Court. Now I think this chapter must be clear to all the students. Thank you.